Hey guys, welcome to London Players Guild. I'm here today with John and Sichin from MyWifeHatesGames. Say hello, guys.
Hi, Guildmaster.
Hello,
Hello.
Guildmaster.
Yes, thank you.
Please don't hit us with your stick.
I'll think about this. So today we're going to be talking about set 6 and what do we think is going to happen with the meta, because we have lots of cards coming out and yeah. So
This
shall we
is going to
start
be
with
shorter than my 3-hour video, right?
Definitely, yes. We're planning to make it half an hour tops.
I'm not sitting here for that long.
No, no, we're not going through every card. It's mostly so. First, to the new decks. What decks do you think are going to be properly viewable tournament-wise? Because we've seen lots of people building decks like decks, Bojack. We have the Gogeta ramp, the Boo, Broly.
hmm
So,
Definitely,
this
lots of people are looking at the new starter Broly leader. What do you think is going to
so,
make
so
impact?
decks that are coming from the set, right? So new decks that are going to make an impact. So not cards that are going to make older decks better.
Yeah,
Right. So definitely not Boo. 100% not that deck.
after
Maybe
the
they go.
Dandy was revoked.
Yeah. Yeah. Like definitely not the Boo. I
I
haven't
think
ever.
Broly's going to be good. Starter deck.
Yeah, the starter deck leader. Yeah, that's broken. I'm sorry, but literally attack and draw six. Technically draw six every turn, right? So yeah, I'm just going to empty my hand and I'm going to get a whole new one back. Sure, balanced. Why not? The Gogeta stuff, I don't. I still haven't read it, but I just don't feel like now that Dende's what it is. Still, I just I don't I don't know. I just don't feel like it's going to be worth it sitting there spending 3 or 4 turns ramping, and then you've got like Broly Storm, Mill. Like Mill's going to crush that deck, right? Because it
Yes.
takes from the top of the deck, right? They charge from the top of the deck.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so Mill is going to absolutely crush that Gogeta deck. Like, it's going to absolutely obliterate it. The only one that I can see maybe doing something is someone could come up with like a really smart Bojack deck, because it's an 8-drop, right?
Yes.
Bojack can counter
The age drop. Yeah.
Mills to some
Yeah.
extent.
But like, just imagine if this Gogeta deck goes, yeah, I'm ramping 1 billion. Like they go, yeah, I'm on 9 energy on whatever turn, and then they just go, yeah, summon Bojack, end my turn. Your go. Oh, where's your Gogeta now? He's gone. He's in the warp. Okay, cool. Game over. I just feel like that Bojack is just going to make an insane impact on the game, simply because of what it does.
It just needs to be smartly played, unfortunately, and just
I
letting your
feel like
opponent know your leader might affect their playstyle.
Mm.
I feel like Bojack won't have such a good matchup against anything that isn't Janemba.
I feel like it'd be okay against Shenron decks because they value their hand and they value the cards in the drop, right? And the Bojack puts them in the warp, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you force them to warp a Dragon Ball from hand, that's game.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, but they're not going to have a Dragon Ball in hand, right? If they know you're against you, they make sure they use them every turn if they're in the drop.
Well, yeah.
But I just feel like the Bojack's going to be, if there's a clever build to it, I reckon Bojack's going to beat Mill, because obviously Mill needs a hand. I reckon it'd be some Shenron variants, because that deck also relies on having cards in its drop and having in hand. It's definitely going to lose to aggro, so it'll lose to all aggro decks. There's no chance it's going to beat aggro. What else is top meta?
Hooligan.
Yeah,
Blue.
I reckon it'll beat Hirudigan as well.
The Migra one.
That deck also relies on having cards.
Yeah, Mono Blue. I mean, the Mono Blue's kind of what you've got the Demigo one, and then you still got the Dimension Trunks one as well.
Yeah, I do reckon that Bojack, if you can get it out, would do some damage to that deck as well, because they rely on keeping cards like Phantom Flame Cannon.
No, but they also rely on the
I
warp.
think Mono Blue can be really aggro as well.
Yeah, okay. So maybe the mono blue version would be okay, but the Demigra version that just relies on like getting like turn 3, right? It needs to get to turn 3.
Yeah.
To summon thingy.
Yeah.
And then the Bojack can come out turn 4, right?
Earliest it can come out turn 3.
Oh.
If
See,
you play objection.
I don't know. Like people, like every time I've had a conversation about this deck with people say you got to play a crap leader. But I'm like, but then you're summoning probably the best battle card in the game.
But I've been playing around with this deck a bit, and the leader is actually not that bad.
I think it's because people don't look at the ability; they just see awaken. That's it. Like flip
Yeah.
over this card.
Well, when he's awakened, he lets you combo with the cards in the rest mode. The problem is you can have only one of each on board.
Yeah.
That's the problem with the card. With
Yeah.
the deck rather.
I mean,
I just-
comboing in rest mode is really strong. Right?
Yes,
Well,
it is.
I don't think it's that strong because if it was strong, then that goal harm from TOP would have been busted leader, right? That let you combo with anything.
It
in
was
rest
good.
mode.
It was really good leader.
I don't remember it doing anything.
Sichin
Yeah,
topped
well.
with it.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I mean, look where he plays.
Uh,
No offense to who play at those locals. Sorry, shouldn't have said that. But yeah, I do reckon this Bojack is just nuts. What else is in the set?
I think the scholar stuff is good.
Oh yeah, I keep on forgetting about that. I reckon that's going to be pretty tasty to play. I think it's just like a really interesting mechanic to play. Like you're playing
Yeah.
battle cards that actually do nothing technically, but are summoned with such ease. Because what's he called? The commander of
the Commander Red.
Yeah, Commander Red.
Yeah.
That card. Like, let me get it.
I
Up.
But
mean,
also the
although
one
you're
drop
not
Goku.
you're not really going off too quickly in that deck, though. You're going off like 3, 4 maybe. So
I mean, the deck has unlimited power, right? It can get up to outrageous amounts of power because of the 4-star ball. Like,
Yeah.
10k combo for free, like 0 cost, activate battle, 10,000 combo.
Mhm.
And there's already the yellow vanilla Goku that has 30k, so that's 40k instantly. So you give that a Champa, they're taking 2 damage or using their hand to out combo it.
I think the fact that the one drop Goku once per turn can get you the 4-star Dragon Ball, and then you can pay 2 to play a 3 drop or less skillless, is just constant pressure. As long as you don't rest it,
Yeah,
they need
and
to waste the removal on that Goku because that Goku gives you way too much value
yeah.
without
And
using
then-
the cards from your hand and adding cards to your hand constantly.
Yeah, and Commander Red, he says a free drop with 19k power, that's okay for a free drop. So he can already pressure a leader, and then he instantly just gets a free drop or less skillless battle card from your drop or your deck. So you just literally summon a 19k and then summon a 30k. Use a 4-star ball. Now that 30k has 40k power. It is killing any battle card in rest mode, or taking a chunk of life, or they have to outcombo it. I reckon the skillless deck's going to be good. Just it's the same thing for the Bojack. Someone needs to sit down and actually like do the maths on how many 4-star balls to play. What's better, playing the blue skillless or the yellow skillless? I'm going more for the yellow because then you can play Crushable Nimbus and things.
Yeah.
Yeah. And obviously the 1-drop Goku's busted as well. Like just add a 4-star back to your hand and stuff like that.
yeah,
One drop Goku is one of the
going to overtake the meta. But as you said, Bojack. But I mean, Broly's probably going to be the best out
I
of the
think-
3. So Bojack, Broly, and the skillless.
I think
Yeah.
Broly is going to be good as the leader. I don't think it's going to be played in its own archetype. As
Yeah, it'll go
As
with
designed.
something, right?
you will play 1 or 2 of the 1-drops to help you awaken, because the 1-drop on its own awakens you, essentially.
Sure.
And then you just awaken, and then you play like Krillin's from Clash of Fates into Goku from Clash of Fates, the green engine, the preemptive strike dot deck or whatever it was.
Yeah.
That's the leader for that.
Oh wow. Energy Barrier Freezer. Double Strike Barrier. When you play this card, choose one of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring Barrier, and KO it.
Yeah.
That's
That's basically. I mean, that's kind of like this is the amped version of Boo, not Boo. Sorry, Beerus in set 1.
Yeah. That card's crazy. And it's 20k power as well. Wow, I like that card. I really like this card as well, the God Strike Beerus. When you combo with this card, choose one keyword skill on your opponent's battle cards and negate it for the duration of the turn.
Yeah. Although that, I mean, we discussed this in my video. If you stack 2 double strikes on, then it only takes away 1.
Yes.
But like that's so good against Shenron. Like you just combo with it, take away that triple strike. So you don't have to worry about things like peel off because then it also gives you the 10k power. So like even though it does cost 2, but I feel like it's still pretty strong.
It's
I mean, it works
card.
differently to Pilaf because Pilaf is an activate, is a counter. Sorry.
Yes, and this
Yeah,
is
yeah.
combo.
This is a combo.
Mm.
So they can drop their hand and then you just take it away with this.
Yeah. So okay. So yeah, if you think about it in that way, it's probably just like 10 times better than peel off, right? Because you can force them to go very aggressive on you. Then you just drop this and they do 1 damage instead of 3. They have no hand left.
Yeah, I mean, in a way, it's kind of like a Shigesh explosive.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
In that you need to play around it in a similar sort of way.
Yeah.
But the thing is, with Godstrike Beers, you can play it with any leader. You don't need to be a yellow leader.
It's probably definitely it's probably one of those 100% kind of like side deck cards. Like it's
Or
just,
a weird tech card.
Yeah, it's pretty side deck.
Depending
It costs 2 though.
Yes, it costs 2. It's the second card in the game that costs 2 to combo, isn't it? Because
Yeah,
there's the
Tien.
Tianjin Han.
Yeah, Tien, yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that card.
So are we
Staple
going to
in
discuss
Android.
Boo? If Boo will make any kind of impact at all? Because I just feel like everyone's writing it off now. I
mean,
am.
if Boo
but-
was actively gaining energy, so if the cards were not exchanging with the energy, I would say it could make a difference. But because it's exchanging the energy, I don't think it will. Because the moment it exchanges the energy, then they can start racking it up.
Yeah.
Because they have no way of gaining energy and they burn the cards.
I think it depends on how many Shenrons get played at whatever event. I think a Boo
Yes.
can sneak something, can do something in an event where there isn't a lot of Shenron, where Dende isn't being looped.
I think
Have you-
even one can hurt them quite badly.
I mean, it does hurt, but I feel like it potentially it has a lot of options. It has flexibility, which is what I like about it.
So basically, like if you're not against Shenron, Boo will be okay.
If you're against male Boo, it's not okay. Because Boo's effect to exchange your energy from your drop, the leader's effect, is a burst free, so you need to mill free.
So auto lose to mill. Have you guys read the new blue super combo? The Boo Boo Volleyball SS3 Gotenks?
Not yet, I can put it up.
Sparkling 5. This skill activates your 5 combo cards in your drop. Combo with this card if your leader is blue, draw.
Yeah.
So you don't need to be on 4 life to draw.
It's a
Yeah.
sparking 5.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
sparking 5 and it's a 0
Zero
turn
life,
game.
0, yeah.
It's
Like,
the same as set 5 Super Saiyaman, whatever it was.
Yeah. It's actually a really good super combo.
It's the same as Saiyaman.
Yeah. And it's also a Saiyan, and it's an Earthling.
Yeah.
So if someone comes up like with a blue red.
It's exactly like Saiyaman, because Saiyaman
It's
is
the
also
same as
Saiyan.
Saiyaman.
Is
Yeah.
it the same as Saiyaman? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's from set 5.
But this is
exactly the
Gotenks,
same.
so it's automatically better.
I guess there is some interaction there with Gotenks. But yeah, Saiyaman is Son Gohan,
Sure.
Adolescence, Saiyan Earthling, Sparking 5.
Ruined my fun with it, guys.
So yes. What do you think about the old decks? What's going to change? Besides the obvious Janemba.
Well, we have to talk about it, right?
Well,
Like-
yes.
Like, Janemba's literally. I despise that deck, right? Like that's why I play hand control religiously for a while because I despised
Religiously
it
for a while.
religiously for a while. I despised it. I hate the gameplay of sitting there doing nothing and just winning the game. Why is that even a thing?
I mean, as I recall, you are mostly losing with Janemba, so
I just. Oh.
Yeah, so Janemba with a new Agent of Destruction
yes.
gains a lot of power.
Yeah.
I-
A lot. Like.
I think the deck still might try to fit in 4 of the distraction Babidis and the Secret Rare, the Boo. Just because then you can just drop 4 of the Agent of Distraction suddenly.
Yeah.
I
one
mean,
turn, just all four.
sure, but is it really needed? You want to go for consistency, really.
It's basically
guess.
like having Demigro in your deck, right? Like the black Demigro. It's like overkill.
but this one requires a bit more setup because you need to have a form of Babidi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there might be one or two builds which do that and be successful, but
And
I think the
also-
majority will just be standard. They'll drop a few reality benders and put the new agents in.
Yeah.
And also, Janiba gains a shocking death ball basically with the spirit sword negate, right?
A what?
The spirit sword negate, it does the exact same thing as shocking death ball.
Oh, right, yeah,
Did do
yeah.
a negate.
Yeah,
Spirit sword,
it's
yeah.
spirit sword, yeah. It does
It returns to the hand.
It returns to the hand, yeah.
Oh, I mean, it still gets rid of the card. It's like, yeah,
With a
buy a
cost
card.
2 or less.
But I mean, are you really playing that over Whis or?
No, they add it, right?
They just
put
play
it
more
in-
negates.
Yeah,
Just
they
play
just
more
play
negates,
more.
okay, sure.
Yeah, like 4 Mafubas, 4 Whis, and 4 this. And then they've
And then
got
you-
a billion.
You up the number of Kamis to 3 or 4, and then you just
And
drop Kami every time they have too many battle cards for your negates.
Yeah, like,
Oh, just slap down those Fu Shrouded Mysteries and
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
I mean, I've seen plenty of pan players put down Fu, Shrouded
Few.
in Mystery,
You mean
and
few.
not win the game. Yeah, Few, whatever. And not win the game.
Yeah.
I don't, every time I read this new Janiber, I don't understand. Like, I don't get it. But I really don't get it. Why would you do this?
Well, why would you play the good deck?
No, why would they make this card?
I mean, I'm surprised that they
because they
made
want
the
to sell
archetype
stuff.
altogether.
But they can get it for 1 energy. They can summon this card by tapping 1 blue energy using Childish Heart.
The thing
They
is,
can
there's
literally.
no, but I'm going to contradict that. There's more ways of actually stopping Childish Heart this time around. If they're going to drop Childish Heart on 3 with Barrier and leave it there, if the opponent is playing yellow, then suddenly you have Bojack, which rests Childish Heart, and then it can be attacked over.
Yeah, but like if they can awaken on their turn 4, they can mill 7 cards. And untap an energy.
Usually
and draw 2
they
cards.
don't awake that early unless they're playing against an aggro deck.
Yeah, but that's the possibility though, right? They can literally do that now. They can literally go turn 4, Childish Heart, Reality Bender, summon Childish Heart, awaken, attack with Childish Heart, use Childish Heart to get this 4-drop, attack with Reality Bender, attack with Agent of Destruction, attack with Leader, get rid of Agent of Destruction, mill 3, get rid of Reality Bender, mill 2, and the Leader mill 2. They basically drew 2 cards, milled
You can do
7,
better.
and drew.
You can do better if you played Childish Heart turn earlier.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. But that's such like a basic turn, and they can just mill 7 cards and draw 2 cards and untap an energy, so they don't need to sack a life for Dimension Magic. Like,
Sorry, how are you resting with Bojack again?
the Agent of Destruction.
The Agent of Destruction, yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can
right,
rest
right, I
anything.
see.
And
Sorry,
also-
you're looking at the wrong. The Agent of Destruction, when you play this card, use up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and switch it to rest mode.
Yeah, and then
It's a
obviously
20k.
the Agent. Yeah, and then the Agent of Destruction, its ability, you tap 2, I think,
Yes.
and you can put something permanently in rest. So if they summon the Agent
No,
of
your opponent's
Destruction,
leader can't be. You switch your opponent's leader to rest, and it can't be switched to active mode if this
Yeah.
Bojack is in the rest mode. So obviously not turn 3 when you play it, but you can play it. It doesn't require any leader, which is brilliant.
I mean, why you don't even need that then? Why don't you just use the freezer, the 1-drop freezer, and rest it?
Because 1-drop freezer rests 2 or less.
No, fair play.
and then that Bojack literally rests their
And,
leader.
That Bojack has also 20k, so it can attack Childish Heart and
Yep.
be a problem. And then later on, it stops your opponent's leader from milling you.
Yeah.
You pay
I mean,
2
if-
because their leader can't, and then their leader can't attack.
If stuff in active mode is such an issue, I think the burst energy Bardock is going to see more play.
Yeah, that's also an option.
If Childish Heart's going to be an issue because Path to Greatness is already a target for,
Yeah.
so which is why people are playing the Bardocks.
Yeah.
That's why I've got. Like, I think Pan is going to be pretty strong as well because of the cards it can abuse. Glory Obsessed and things like that, Chain Attack, etc. Like
Glory
Pants
Obsessed
would be
is
quite
particularly good against Childish Heart.
I mean, going back to sort of the topic of this video, I
Yes.
feel like there will be. I feel like the new set does have cards and decks which will affect the meta. They'll add to it. I don't think.
But they won't
Then-
change tier 0, basically.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
tier 1. I wouldn't say tier 0 is the deck that can't lose.
yeah.
And we
There's
don't
no
have one
tier
deck
0.
that can't
I,
lose.
I don't feel like any of the decks are affected too much by all the new cards. So the
Besides
existing decks,
Janemba.
the decks that are already strong are still
Yeah.
strong.
Yeah.
Mm.
I
You're
don't
gonna need
think
to
much is going
adapt.
to change
Adapt
there
your builds
much.
a bit for the new cards, maybe.
Yeah. I like the freezer as well. Because then it gets to play the battle card that stops your opponent playing 4 or more. Or was it 4 or less?
Oh, you mean the extra card?
20k power or less, yeah.
20k power, yes.
Yeah, so I reckon that freezer deck is going to be very good. It's going to be a very good like turtle deck. It's just going to be able to sit there. And...
Yeah, this is going to be a different version of Janemba Mill. Because you're not milling them, you just make them unable to play the game. Like literally,
Yeah.
that's what all the deck does.
Yeah,
It makes
and
your
then I
opponent
reckon-
unable to play the game.
Yeah, and then the cards in the set are going to make the red freezer swap deck better as well, I reckon, as well.
I mean, the live to fight another day, that's the extra card you're talking about,
Yes.
works with any red freezer army leader.
So what about Gogeta then?
I think Gogeta is going to be interesting, as in, if it's going to see play, I mean, it's going to see play. If it's going to be any good, I don't know. It looks interesting. I definitely want to play around with it myself, personally.
I still haven't read any of it.
But I think the Gogeta from Broly Pack 1 is way better than the one that they give you in the set. And that's my opinion.
Pack 2, yeah.
I just feel like in a deck that just relies on ramping, it's it's just literally signing a death wish.
I think.
No,
I
I
think.
think if it's not playing against Mill, I think it's doing alright. Because someone kept on saying that you go to 15 energy by turn 5. I don't know how many Denders you would need to play to counteract that.
Right, turn 5, but some decks kill you turn 3. So
I know.
that's the thing. When set 5 came out, everyone looked at the decks and they thought, they saw which decks were the best ones, like Gogeta Shenron, for example.
Yeah, that was so self-evident, the same as Mill.
But then, when you look at Nats, US Nats, Storm 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
So I think we're in a similar position where, yes, there are some good decks and people will be looking to play them. But the reality is, you always need to ask the question: does it beat the decks which are good now? Does it beat Janemba? Does it beat Broly? And I think the answer to most of these is no.
No. I mean, if it wins against one, it loses to the other. There's nothing
Right,
that
which is good.
There's nothing that consistently wins against both.
Yeah.
I think it's good. There's nothing in the meta right now that consistently beats everything,
Yes.
and I think that's good. What I don't like is that there are certain matchups which are near unwinnable.
I think
So
that's their
it-
way of trying to balance the game.
Yeah, there will definitely like the new design of cards and the new wording that they have definitely makes the cards a bit more balanced.
But I
But
think that's
at the
also
same
problem
time,
why
this
the cards from
this
the new set. Sorry.
yeah, this set feels a little bit like a themed set.
A bit.
Yeah, I get what you mean there. It definitely...
I think they were trying to go around that Broly stuff.
Mm.
Because if you look at it, but I think that's where they have a problem. They're trying to balance it too much, and then the new set is not actually overtaking the old set.
Which is, I think that's fine. I think
Yes,
having
but
a
that
set
creates
that
a problem
introduces
with
new
the game.
archetypes and playstyles, but doesn't actually affect them. Like
But
it
the thing
doesn't
is, it's still
overthrow the meta.
underpowered a bit, so they can't depend on the sales being from the fact that it's new powerful stuff and people will want to buy it.
Well, I mean, I feel it only might be slightly underpowered, but we haven't really explored into the set
Yes,
yet.
that is true. But that
Just
goes
at
into another
first
topic
glance,
that we wanted to
at
cover at some point.
yeah, at first glance, it doesn't feel like there are any tier 1 decks in here. But saying that,
I think Frieza might scrape at that. The extra card Frieza. But that's just about it. Okay, guys, thanks a lot for the talk. Been playing too much Pokemon Go recently. Thanks for the talk. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks, Sichin, for showing up. I'm going to put the link to your channel in the description, so make sure to check out his channel if you haven't yet, because his channel is bigger than ours. Yes, thanks for joining. Good night, guys.
you're welcome.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. Also, check out our other videos.